question to Ravi Shankar Prasad. No, it's my turn to ask questions. You talked about the dual power center, sir. Let's be very clear. You have criticized the Congress party for the dual power center under the UPA regime. Do you want me to remind you today about the multiple power centers when Vajpayee was in power? Then RSS chief K.S. Sudarshan took a jibe at Vajpayee's foster son-in-law Ranjan Bhattacharya without naming him, alleging that he was acting as an extra constitutional authority, none other than the Prime Minister's office. Mr. Sudarshan was quoted as having said, persons who are not accountable to the public in any manner should not have any extra constitutional authority. With that kind of a background, I ask you today, Ravi Shankar Prasad, what right do you have to talk about dual power centers?
Well, Mr. Sudarshan is now dead. I don't know he ever made a comment like that.
I can quote him to you, sir.
All right.
I can quote him to you, sir.
As far as the governance record of Mr. Vajpayee is concerned, it is for everyone to see. Just to remind you, in the year 1998, he lost his government by 1 vote. And it is quite easy to manage 1 MP to survive in power.
Sir, was Ranjan Bhattacharya a dual power center?
I'm sorry, he was not, and I'm sorry to say, when Mr. Vajpayee is unwell, you are raking up that. That is grossly unfair, and I condemn it. I condemn it completely. It is wrong, I deny it. But let me come to the larger issue you are raising. Whether it is Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee or Narendra Modi, we are a democratic party, not governed by any dynasty. We have debates, we have discussions, and their record of governance is there. Whether Mr. Vajpayee at the center for 6 years, of which I have the privilege to be a minister, or Mr. Narendra Modi for 12 years. That is, people have re-elected them again and again. Today they are waiting for 2014. But coming to one issue I would like to highlight. In India, any political party and any political leader can aspire to become the Prime Minister. Mulayam Singh Yadav.
Sir, my question is on governance.
Yeah, I'm on governance.
Governance.
But today, third front is history. It has no relevance for the present, no promise for the future. And just to say that...
because you had a bitter experience.
No, just a minute.
You had a bitter experience in a coalition.
No, can I just complete, please? We have NDA,
Sir,
we have
Mamata
UPA.
Banerjee made you roll back so many times.
Please listen to me.
She made you roll back on the kerosene and LPG price hike in 2000, despite it being a consensus.
We are in the election debate, not in the prime time debate on Times Now,
Sir,
at 9 o'clock. Okay?
Burden of 600 crores on the
speak a little more.
exchequer.
What I'm simply saying is,
Coming to you.
Kindly see that. Kindly see one thing. We have one emerging front from Tamil Nadu. Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav is sulking. Mamata Banerjee is keeping her whole cards. We have one front coming from Patna, where Nitish Kumar is trying to rope in people. This kind of uncertain coalition, we must understand, you can have a majority only with either the BJP or Congress being there. I'm not saying only BJP. We have NDA, but I'm quite assured whenever the time comes, the people of the country are going to bring in a very, very stable government with convincing majority under leadership of Narendra Modi. That's how I see the whole turn of events.
Any counters? Any counters? Abhishek Manu Singhvi is countering. Abhishek Singhvi is countering, Derek's countering.
Purely direct, factual. Narendra Modi is the great messiah about whom all of you swear. I have 4 questions about it. Very particular, very specific. Let's see if you have an answer. Point number 1, with this great governance of Mr. Narendra Modi for 10, 12, 14 years, why is Gujarat on official published 2012 Planning Commission statistics 16th in health in India, 14th on education, and 11th in infrastructure? Question number 2. On 25th of June 2005, in a widely publicized statement, and this is typical of Mr. Narendra Modi's shoot and scoot, with no relevance to facts, announced that the GSPC, the Gujarat State Petroleum Board, had discovered 20 trillion cubic feet of gas in Andhra Pradesh, Krishna Godavari belt. It turned out they discovered 1/10 of that. Question number 3. Agricultural growth, he claimed, was 9%. No, it's answering you. Let me finish.
You are free to bash
Go ahead. You have been very kind to Rahul Gandhi. You haven't bashed him at all. I can ask questions, factual.
Most welcome.
9% agricultural growth proclaimed. 9% for Gujarat. Hundreds of states, Mr. Modi. Mr. Yogendra Alag from Gujarat, a very respected economist, independent person largely, said that Mr. Modi did 2 things. He did not adjust the figure of 9% for inflation. He gave an inflated with the inflation figure. And secondly, he took the lowest initial year and the highest last year to come to 9%. Actual growth rate is 3.5%. And last but not the least, 5 vibrant Gujarat summits, tom-tommed all over the world, tom-tommed all over India. Officially promised statement of Mr. Modi, 36 lakh crore investment. Rupees 36 lakh crore investment. Actual investment? rupees 3.1 lakh crore. That's less than 1/10.
So what
That's
is
Mr.
your...
Modi for you. Hype, noise, shoot and scoot. No facts.
Okay.
Now, can I reply?
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought all these statistics were brought in the Gujarat election campaign. Congress party lost decisively. Abhishek, you could have got something more on facts.
That doesn't change facts.
Just a minute. First of all, Planning Commission is controlled by a Congress close Mr. Deputy Chairman, and the Prime Minister is the Chairman of Planning Commission. The same, so many television channels and the newspapers have repeatedly declared Mr. Narendra Modi as the best Chief Minister of India on all these parameters which he is talking about.
I haven't heard such declaration.
No, please listen to me.
I never realized that you have to watch TV channels to decide if Mr. Modi is okay.
Please,
What's the factual answer?
Please.
Justify.
On the whole issue, on the agriculture front, Gujarat is having 11% consistent growth. It has been given award after award. Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is having more than 15% growth rate. Therefore, my dear Abhishek Manu Singhvi, please look inwards.
Madhya Pradesh,
yes, please.
Gujarat.
I talked about Gujarat too.
Gujarat.
Go to see
Counter
the
from
growth of
Derek
Gujarat development in agriculture, in women care, in child care. You will see a lot of changes. If you are not willing to believe, good luck to you. But I'm sorry, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, this program, you have been defeated conclusively in Gujarat by all these allegations, and the people of the country are going to defeat you after 2 months'
Derek
time.
O'Brien has a counter for you, Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Derek 2009 and 2004.
Derek, Mr. Smith.
My counter is both to Mr. Singhvi of the Congress and to Mr. Prasad of the BJP.
Most welcome.
Because they look at each other through the prism of either one looks at each other through the prism of Gujarat and the other looks at the prism.
I must clarify. He rakes up Gujarat.
No, I was referring to him.
I haven't talked about Godhra yet.
Yes, I have to ask
the Congress, we are talking about governance. I'm not going to give you how A compares to B. I will take quickly just 30 seconds to give you 3 solid reasons about governance so you'll forget about Gujarat and the rest of the country also. 1. Which is the only state in India which has a stated industrial policy? One state in India.
This is not your quiz competition.
No. I'm giving you 3 questions.
No,
those who know the
UP has one, I can tell you.
Just
that.
1 second. Which are the states in India which has a PPP policy?
I also have a question.
Third one, 1 second.
I also have a question. Which political leader? My question is,
Let me
this is
finish.
my quiz to you.
Never interrupt a quiz master.
Which political leader?
Never interrupt a quiz master.
Let me finish. Which political leader?
Arnab, let me finish. Arnab, I started asking.
My question
I started
is, which
asking.
political leader
Arnab, I
says...
started asking. Okay, cool.
Which political
and my
leader?
third one, which is very interesting. MSME, medium and small scale sector, right? MSME, last year, 108% growth from 4,000 crores to 9,000 crores was Bengal, growth of 108%. Karnataka was next at 42%. Gujarat was somewhere in the 20s. So please let's not get into this game about throwing numbers. I can carry on for 15 minutes on numbers, but
I know you got
because
that
we don't come to TV studios, because we don't come and have hyped up internet campaigns,
That's not true of you, Derek.
I rarely come, rarely. So please give every chief minister in the different states, see what work they're doing. Don't get carried away, because I know the hands are not going up for the hand, that is confirmed. But before you get carried away with this other hype and hoopla, pause, think, decide on your own, then act. Itna hi bolna tha.
Itna hi bolna tha. My quiz question for you, and you can think, I'll give you 5 minutes to think it over.
5 minutes?
Yeah. My question to you is, and this is simple, it's very simple for you.
Then it should take me 10
How
seconds.
long do non-Congress, non-BJP governments last on an average? You take the median average of Charan Singh, VP Singh, Chandrasekhar, United Front government, and then you can come up with a calculation. I'll ask you the answer.
Yeah.
The people of this country need stability for 5 years.
Absolutely.
Stability for 5 years, Derek O'Brien.
Absolutely.
My second quiz question to you is, which political leader... My second question, which political leader says...
You're a good quiz master. You give the question and the answer
Thank you very much. Which political leader says that if regional parties flock together, then they will also break up?
See, Arnab,
my next question is to Abhishek Manu Singhvi. You know the answer. It's
no,
Mamta
I don't
Banerjee.
know the answer, Arnab.
It's Mamta Banerjee.
Arnab, see, Arnab, one second.
Yeah.
You know,
This is like
asking a question. This is like asking a question. Who set a national record in 100 meters swimming?
Okay.
The timings changed, Arnab.
My question is now about Rahul Gandhi. I think we should ask some questions about Rahul.
You're the only quiz master who doesn't give the participant a chance to answer, but doesn't matter.
I will come to you.
Doesn't matter.
Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. A leader is supposed to be known by his record. Here is Rahul Gandhi's record in Parliament. 43% attendance. National average is 76%. That's 30% less. 33% less. Number of questions asked, 0. National average is 292. Now, my question is for someone who is an elected member of parliament, vice president, hopeful, his poster is everywhere.
Fact check. Arnab, fact check. If you're saying Mr. Gandhi has 0 questions, that may be right. But what do you mean the national average to asking a question in parliament is 292? What is that number?
The number of questions that the data that corresponds in the period 4th January 2009 to 18th December 2013.
No, so per capita, you can't ask 292 questions in parliament, surely.
The number of debates participated.
The written ones.
Now it's an average, Derek.
I have only asked only one question.
Derek, my question is
I wanted to go just one
fact check. Fact check.
Now, my question is simply this. By the way, you're defending Rahul Gandhi. Interesting.
No, I'm not defending anybody.
My question to you is,
I'm saying you made a factual mistake.
A person who doesn't ask questions and has a very poor attendance of attending parliament.
Yes.
How is he a leader?
I'll add again, and also,
besides being a Gandhi,
a person who has no experience of governance because he's not a minister. That's your third point. Let me add it against Rahul Gandhi. That's because you are used here to a culture where your competence is judged only if you hold a post. What about, let me answer a question. Let me ask a question. What about the days and the months and the years he spent in the grassroots? What about the number of programs he's carried at the very grassroots rural level?
All the people who ask questions don't work in the grassroots.
His leadership depend on how many questions he asks in parliament? He's the vice president of a party
which controls parliament. He was asked this question. He was asked this question.
He has brought, Arnab, the single largest revolution in internal party politics in Youth Congress and NSUI, any time in 60 years, 65 years in any party, including the Congress. And he's now proposing primaries within the Congress as a pilot project, which is again the first time in India. Now that's his style of functioning. He doesn't ask questions in parliament, he doesn't sit in parliament, he goes out to the
Ravi Shankar Prasad.
I have to ask a very simple question.
Yes. We are talking about Rahul Gandhi.
His questions did not come because of lottery. How many supplementary questions did he ask?
Yeah.
Once he spoke about an elusive Kalavati, about something to be done. Where is Kalavati? What happened to him? No one knows. Or no, if Mr. Rahul Gandhi is so powerful as to change the rule game of Congress party, which Abhishek is so proudly claiming, what has stopped Rahul Gandhi from controlling corruption after corruption in his own government by making decisive intervention? Where was Rahul Gandhi when prices inflation was touching rocket high? Where was Rahul Gandhi when unemployment was rising in India?
Yes,
we know the power of Rahul Gandhi. By mere asking, 9 cylinder can become 12. Yeah. By his mere asking, 9 cylinder can become 12. If he has so much of power, why he could not control?
Rahul Gandhi has only the same power as Mr. Narendra Modi has, and both have no magic button to change Gujarat from 16. 1 minute now, let me answer.
India.
About 16, Gujarat remains 16th on health because Mr. Narendra Modi has no magic button. It remains 11th or on infrastructure, he has no magic button.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. What Rahul Gandhi could not do anything on corruption, on unemployment, on price rise. Come on.
Congress, UP has done all this corruption. You don't see it. What you have not done in Gujarat on corruption is to appoint Mr. Babulal Bukharia, who's a convicted person, as a minister. Mr. Purushottam Sarankia, convicted
in the cabinet. Talk about nation, that's wrong. Talk about nation.
Mr. Singhvi, as part of my continued questioning on Rahul Gandhi, and since I had the opportunity of speaking to him on various subjects at length, I wouldn't pick up what he said in my interview. But I would certainly say let's pick up issues of defense and internal security. Now, Rahul Gandhi makes 2 comments, one on RSS, comparing RSS with SIMI, and the other one was after the Mumbai blast. After the Mumbai blast, he says that it is impossible to stop every single terror attack, right? And as far as SIMI is concerned, he equates the RSS with SIMI, saying both preach hardline fundamentalist ideologies. Both these organizations have hardline fundamentalist ideologies. So my question to you, sir, is this, that whenever he does speak, and even on 1984, you just heard what he said, and the flag that it has drawn, does this really show the level of political maturity that is needed to be a leader at the national level?
You want me to answer? Let's just listen to the answer. Let's take them one by one.
Yes.
He has a view on RSS and SIMI. I want to ask you, why that reflects political immaturity according to you. In 1947-50, no less than Sardar Patel came close to using the same words about RSS. It was only on a technicality that it was not.
One second. Yes. Fact check. Okay, no. Is it a fact check? Is it a fact check?
It was taken as a highly communal organization. And if you have a right-wing fundamentalism,
fact check. You have to give it now.
I'm sorry.
It's a fact check. You have to give it.
Ever describe RSS as anti-national?
No.
Come on, listen to me.
Sardar Patel describes a communal organization. Communal organization.
Simi is anti-national. Simi works with Lashkar-e-Taiba. Simi works with ISI. There shows the level of immaturity.
Sardar
RSS is a national body.
found complicity.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not do any homework himself.
Shankar,
Not he's taught properly. That's the problem.
Let's take out the facts.
One minute.
Facts.
See, Arnab, we are already practicing. We are already practicing.
Sardar Patel found and described the RSS as a communal organization. Fact 1.
He corrected thereafter.
Can I now finish?
He never said anti-national.
Second,
don't justify the
Sardar Patel said that the Hindu Mahasabha was directly involved in Mahatma Gandhi's assassination and that the RSS has close links, although it could not mean Mr. Godse's membership on the RSS.
Today, Congress Party is in alliance with Muslim League in Kerala.
Number 3.
Today, Congress Party is in alliance with Muslim League in Kerala. That is their communal record.
Equally Simi.
Don't allow them time according to the parliament strength.
Arnab.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Young India is watching.
Yes.
This is not what they want. Congress, BJP, communal.
Young India wants employment.
Raise a question.
Talk about governance.
And they are bringing in that.
No. Talk about governance.
Yes.
Talk about industry. Talk about jobs. Talk about education. Stop this crosstalk. Stop this crosstalk.
Very good. Keep it up. I'm only saying, third front or whatever name you take, Aam Aadmi's government is not stable at all. Upon the crutches of Congress Party, which they are trying to say is corrupt.
Four
The
questions.
larger issue is, country deserves development, country deserves growth, which can be delivered only by a stable government.